I always forget to say like this video and subscribe to my channel for more farm stuff, animal information, plant videos, recipe videos. I do have this jackfruit eating thing that I'm going to post, so just random stuff, what's going on, what's growing here. But like and subscribe, and I'm going to save this clip and add this clip to anywhere I forget. We usually name chickens by their colors, or by their kind. Like, all the Cochins are Cochin Mama. All the white chickens like that, the Leghorns, those are all called Bobines because we have a white cat named Bobine. Huh? So, those are all Bobines. There's like 9 Bobines, including the cat. Oh, this is little guy. You see him in all my videos. He follows me around because he's my buddy. Bobines. Basil. Oh, and Fat Pat by the car. Everybody's gonna follow me because it's breakfast time. This is our feed shed. I used to call it the Grammy Coop, and I still do, because when my mom had her RV out here, this is where they stored their extra stuff. There's even some craft stuff still left in here. She always calls it the feed shed, but it's still the Grammy Coop. We call it the Grammy Coop because also I was originally going to turn this into our chicken coop so we didn't have to build another outbuilding, but then we just kind of filled it up with stuff, and I never wanted to move our stuff out. We have Christmas stuff in here, outside toys, pool stuff. There's some more craft stuff. And then our feed, we got hay, the pine shavings for the bedding, vases for my flowers, mason jars. This is all my bee equipment. I have the beehive, the extractor, there's smoker, the suit. We have bushel baskets. I have the scraper tools for scraping the wax caps off. Lots of stuff. My tent for farmers markets. A wagon for beach days. Lots of stuff in here. Mostly craft stuff and then farm stuff. Vases, more vases on the floor. More mason jars. All 16 ounces or more though. They're all big ones. So I did find this one that I pulled out when I searched all these. I got this one. There's that one on the floor. And there was another one somewhere in here. But this is the only small jelly jar I found out of the 3. So, gonna use that. But we came here for, of course, the feed bowls aren't in here. I do have a feed scooper somewhere that I got from the feed delivery girl, called Farm City. So it's a scooper with her logo on it. And I know that I used one. We had a broody hen a couple weeks ago. She hatched the first chick and then hopped off her other 12 eggs. And it's been cold. We're wearing sweatshirts. It's 60 degrees out. So those eggs were no good by the time we found her. So I took all those eggs and they're still in the bowl because I didn't get the shovel. I gotta find the shovel. I think it's in the front garden. I think it fell down is why I can't see the yellow handle. But we feed. It's okay. Baby Mister ran after Chet. Roosters usually get individual names too. Chet is destined for stew pot unless somebody wants him. I keep putting him on a local chicken group to see if anybody wants him. I do that with all of my roosters before they meet the pot. We can't keep them all. We had about 9. I think I'm down to 5 again. There are 2. I really want to keep Chet, so I'm on the fence with Chet. And then there's a new black one in the baby pen. I'll show you when we get over there. That I really wanted to keep him too, so we'll see. I had 9 before. I'll probably just end up with 9 again. So I just scoop, feed in the bowl. Front coop has about 20 chickens. Chickens get about a quarter to a third a pound of food a day per chicken. So we end up going through a lot of feed. But all of these guys go in here. So first what I do, because everybody'd run out if I open that. So first I throw some in. Just on the ground I throw it in so everybody goes there. And then everybody on the outside wants to go in. So now we open this. And then we go in. Watch out, Janice. See, everybody's running to get in. Watch out, Paisley, you gotta move out of the way so they can come in. Or you gotta come in here, one or the other. Come on, you dumb chickens, look. So stupid. They're running back and forth on the outside of the pen because they can't figure out how to get in. Here they go around the pen. Sometimes some of them miss it for the day. Because, you know, we clipped their wings so that the idea was that they couldn't get out. But they still get out because the coop and the fence are so close that all they have to do is hop up onto, oh, this is new too. Hop up onto the top of the run, and from the run to the edge of the fence is 3 feet, so they can easily hop that. We built this because we have rogue tree chickens. At night, all of the bobines and the longtail sleep in this tree. So we thought maybe they didn't want to sleep in the coop with the originals, so we built them this shelter. I think I'm going to have my husband put a piece that comes down from the top, maybe like this far, so that they can walk in and then hop up. It should keep it a little more waterproof too, and a little more predator proof at night, even though they sleep in the tree just fine and nobody's got taken out by an owl yet, or a raccoon or anything like that. So, and it's been 2 years since Longtail slept in that tree. Or I thought about having like a piece that goes 3 feet this way, and then a piece from that side 3 feet this way, so that there's a gap in the middle. So either way, it'd be a little more protection, a little more coverage for rain. But I haven't seen anybody sleeping in it since we built it, so maybe I have to figure out how to lock them in it, because I know that is one. A lot of times you have to put them in and make them stay, but they just sleep in that tree. We have this gutter here that I often clean out, and then it goes to this 50-gallon bucket. It's the rain catchment. The idea was to have it be their water, but it's too close to the ground, and then when we did put a pan right here to catch it, they would just end up kicking a bunch of dirt in it, and it would just turn to a mud pit. So this water doesn't work right here. It would have to be picked up, which means that the roof doesn't work, so we're gonna have to figure out something else for this, but I'm sure we will, because water catchment is always useful. Here's the inside of the coop. It's got multiple levels of roost bars. A roost bar down there, roost bar there, roost bar up here. We pine shavings the sides when it starts to get cold. Egg. Usually the sides are just the metal chicken wire on these. They have 4 nesting boxes, which they only really use the 2 on the sides. They rarely use the middle or the top. Actually, Janice likes to sleep in the top one. I do have to duck to get under that roost bar. The one that goes across. There's another one that goes diagonally. I don't know if you can see. See? There's one that goes diagonally and one that goes across. Stop. Full green bowl for the big coop. The big coop holds 30 something hens. I always count and I get between 31 and 33. So, not quite sure, but the number's always different. So here's the mischief makers. It's always white chickens that happen to get out. These ones, we used to have a hen which I sold with one, sold with one of our roos. His name was Loverboy, and he followed her around. Her name was Peaches. So any little Easter eggers that look like these two, I call Peaches. So those are Peaches. Come on, Peaches. Pretty sure I've showed you all this before. I have tote lids because I have the metal bowls that I originally used, but like our Rooster Duke, they like to kick and scratch. So a lot of times they take the bowl and they flip it over into the dirt, which isn't bad because they need the grit anyways, but it's just they end up scratching it into the dirt and wasting more that way. So if I put it on the tote, they have room to scratch and it still catches it all. And more chickens can fit to feed at the same time at the tote lids, whereas the bowls only fit a couple chickens. This is the panel to our broody apartment, the small side, which is where we keep birds we're integrating, babies that are getting ready for sale, laying hens, meat birds. This side is for temporary hold, I guess. I also ended up putting my jungle man in there because I don't like him sleeping outside. It makes me nervous. I love him, and he's lost almost all of his feathers due to being picked on. So I put him in there with the babies and nobody picks on him. He is the big one in there. He doesn't pick on anyone because he's sweet. So, but in here we put the broody apartment blocker right here, the little wall. And it blocks this upper part. We can usually put at like 2 broody hens in here to hatch out their own eggs. I haven't tried 3, but I bet I could fit 3 if need be. But our Cochins and Silkies are really good for hatching out their own eggs. I think I might see if they want to hatch out some duck eggs in the spring. So that side is holding baby chicks right now, which are mostly roosters, so technically meat birds, which is why I was thinking of doing meat birds, because if I ordered meat birds now, by the time they're ready to cull and butcher, the other roosters in there would be ready. So my husband recently made this roost bar for the extra space in there. It starts at the top of the doorway here, and then goes down at a slant to one of the original roost bars. So we can pick it up and set it here and here. The point was to stop getting them roosting up here because it gets all gross and it makes me have to clean these nesting boxes every single day. But they're still full, which leads me to believe they're still roosting up there. I haven't been out here to check on them in a long time, but this tells me that they are. So I think we're going to have to take a piece of plywood and run it at a steep angle like this so that they can't sit on top of it. And then hopefully that'll stop that and I won't have to keep cleaning, because these nesting boxes are pretty much clean besides the clumps of feathers and stuff, but there's no poop in those. Whereas these, well, this one's filled. And then the other ones have some. So, this roosting bar moves. It slides in so that we can collect eggs from this side. Three, not bad. There'll probably be 4 more later. We're only getting about 7 or 8 eggs a day from the 30-something chickens back here. And here's some more original roost right here. I want to keep Chet unsure, though. He does look like he's nice and fat for a stew pot. I've been trying to get rid of the bald eagle here. That's what my dad named this one, the crested, Polish crested one. He's not mean or anything. There's nothing special about him. He's pretty dominant. He takes care of his ladies. He's just really mean to my jungle man, and I would much rather have my jungle man be back than him. This is that cochin that was in there. I'm pretty sure he's a rooster. He's so sweet. I'm gonna keep him, whether it's a him or a her. The other ones, like this one, has pointed tail feathers, which lots of people have said they think it's a rooster, but I'm unsure. I don't see the little saddle feathers yet, but I don't see them on any of them. This other little black rooster I really like. I named him Coco when he was a baby. He's cute. But there's a barred rock, so there's a baby Duke. And then there's another white rooster back there. So there's 2 hens in here, and the rest are potentially roosters. So definitely keeping one. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Chet. That makes 6 on harvest day so far. Come on. I won't harvest the bald eagle because he's already too old, and old hen might be okay to harvest, but an old rooster just makes for rubber bands and tough. It would just be tough and not good. Good day. Feeding takes me about a half an hour. On the days where I have to do more, like yesterday, I cleaned out all the coops. I put in fresh bedding in every coop. I scraped where I needed to scrape. I wiped where I needed to wipe. I cleaned everything up, and it took about 45 minutes, and then I was interrupted. I had to go inside, and then it took about an hour and a half to do everyone's spaces. I got this almost full bowl. This is for the 3 little coops. Usually I would grab another full bowl and give it to the ducks, but like I said, that full bowl is right there with rotten, half-developed eggs in it. So. Now the adults are crowding. And Hazel's coop. Hazel's coop is all bantams. This is the work in progress, so I'm sure you guys have seen this 100 times. We have silkies. We have the red silkies that are new. The black silky mama, she's gone broody many times, and she's only 2. She goes broody every few months. My Fleur Malie girl, I love her. And then the frizzles and the little cochin bantams. In the spring, when we order a couple new chickens and or meat birds, I'll let Hazel go through and maybe pick out another bantam or 2 to add to her little flock here, because we got to get rid of, there's 2 cochin roosters in here, and we need to get rid of at least 1. You can't breed a frizzle with a frizzle, so we need to keep the rooster frizzle with the other ones when we start breeding, and then the other regular bantams with the girl frizzles, the rooster bantams. Oh, they're chasing a bug around. This is Cat Williams. Oh, he's got a feed there, so we're not going to feed him. I do basically have to only feed this pen like every other day. This is Cat Williams. Oh man. He is our silky rooster. This is Pretty Girl. She's a Fleur-Melie. We had Fleur-Melie roosters, but they were very aggressive towards my little kids. So we ended up getting rid of them with another Fleur-Melie girl. But I really like the Fleur-Melies. I think they're very pretty. They're cute. They're sweet. They got funny personalities. It's another silky, white silky mama. And then that Fleur-Melie is Cat Williams and Pretty Girl's baby. So that's a little black Fleur-Melie over there. She's very shy. She didn't get handled at all, so she's a rogue chicken. But she's very cute. I like her little puffy cheeks. She's got the puffy cheeks just like Pretty Girl here. Who keeps thinking she's gonna free range right now? Look at her, look at me. She should be in there.
No.
She's not in there? Oh, she's right here. There's a mama silky. All the other little birdies are getting big, huh? We gotta see if we can get rid of one of those Cochin roosters right there.
Where? This one?
Yep. Yeah, that one. There's another one too. There's 2 Cochin roosters. That's your chicken, huh? Hi, pumpkin.
Her right here.
I see her.
What, those ones?
The silkies, the red silkies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. They're pretty.
Yeah, they are pretty. I'm trying to grab them.
Everybody's doing good. Oh, Frizzle-Roo. You're so cute. They're getting big. Okay, honey.
I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to get them, Mama.
I know, baby.
Huh?
Chris is working on the second part. It's coming in good. Looks great, I think. It's going to be perfect when it's done. I really wish we could take this with us to Tennessee. This is perfect. This is how I'm going to do when we get to Tennessee. I'm definitely going to have, like, one side of our barn. I want to be like this with the big bays and then the barn attached with their bay on the inside part. But definitely the run like this. This I like. And we got the roof on. So he said that when he gets this part caged in, we're going to take those little guys and move them all into here so he can take this nesting box and he's going to move it up towards the top, up here. And then we're going to put some more roost bars in off of that bottom. We're going to make a little door in between so that when we're not specifically breeding them, they can all run the whole width of the thing, which will be nice. And then when this part is closed in, and he said he's going to cut in a door after, when this part's closed in and we're all done moving stuff around here, then we will take these guys, since there's only 4 of them, and this is specifically was made for broody hens or sick birds. We'll have this back, and then we'll leave it where it is, or maybe even pull it back over here some more over next to the shed. Just in case we have a sick bird or need it for a broody apartment, even though we have the cutest broody apartment. But we'll take them and we'll put them in here, and then we'll leave them next to each other for probably 2 weeks or so to let them get acquainted. Then we'll open the little door and they can all run together and run free. I think in this one we're just going to build a box with some roost bars. Maybe like a nesting box, but the main middle part is going to be, what a nasty rooster, it's going to be for laying the eggs and just holding bantams. The side parts, again, are for breeding specific chickens, so there's not going to be a lot in them at once in the spring. It'll be like 6 chickens in each, Or if we need to move some from the big pen to have specific breeds in the littler pens, we'll have that. So that's how that's coming along. Bunny house. Hey, my love, man. Oh, I wish I could hold you, bunnies. They get all excited when it's time to eat, like this. They run around and jump around. Because it's food time, huh? I'll always be trying to go put their treats in the bowl. And we give them some of this. It's got a bunch of different, like, herbs and greens and, like, corn nut looking things in it. So I give them some of this on top of their food some days. And some days I give them some of this. It's got sunflower seeds and dried berries. And so some days I give them some of that on top of their food. Well, when I go to give them their food, and I go to put it on top, if they're already eating, they will not let my hand go in the way, which they're surprisingly strong, rabbits are. So they'll push my hand out of the way and won't let me put it in the bowl. This is Khaleesi. We call her Weeswee, and she is my daughter's cat, my oldest daughter, who will be 13 in October. She likes to be mangled and wants all the attention, and she's just nobody else's favorite cat because of that. This is Becky. We used to just call her Black Baby because she's tinier than the rest and she's a little baby. But then my daughter couldn't say that when she was little. I don't know which one it was who couldn't say Black Baby, but she'd say Becky. Because that's just what it sounded like when she tried to say it. So sometimes we'll call her Becky, sometimes we call her Black Baby. Her original name was Honey. Anybody else have any animals like that where they get a name and then they never get called that name ever again? Like Baby Mister, his name was Radar. Because he had like super satellite dish ears when we found him. You rubbing faces with those kitties? Missing Coin Cat. I bet you she's inside. She probably snuck in. This is Sammy. He's our tomcat. He's of course mean to all the others because he's a tomcat. His name used to be Sammy Love because he's very lovey and affectionate to people. But as he's gotten older, he's got more timid, I guess. And he's not really all about the people. Oh, Sammy Love. Do you want your own pile of food? Hang on. Okay, Sammy. Fix your hat. You mean your shirt? Okay. And full for the ducks. I think it's more a 1/4 pound for chickens of feed a day, and then a 1/3 pound for ducks. But my husband said something about he did the math and figured it out once, and the ducks are supposed to go through 2 bags of feed a month in just them. There's 18 ducks. Oh, I keep doing that. 16 ducks. So. Hello, my loves. I'm just grabbing this. Oh. Three eggs. That one was next to the pond. Cats. They're gonna have to wait a minute though. Gotta finish what I'm doing back here. And it looks like the insides of the buckets need a little washing too. They're getting a little dirty. So tomorrow I will have to bring a washcloth back with me. Come on, kitties. Come on, Malcolm. That's Malcolm. Bobine. Baby Mister. Come on. Come on, Malcolm. Come on, Bobine. You thirsty, Bobine? What's wrong with your water? It's not fresh, just came out the hose. Bobine, come on, you're gonna get locked in with the ducks. Come on, Bobine. Come on, you're just like the chickens. Quit being nasty, let's go. Oh my god. That's Steel Cat. She has a sister who looks the same if you don't know them. Her name is Coin Cat, but that's Steel Cat. Thank you, Bobine. Oh, water's overflowing. Good thing I didn't walk away. I usually, when I change the pool, I end up walking away because I don't want to wait that long for the pool to fill up, which that got changed yesterday, so it means it gets changed tomorrow. There we go. Garden. Something is eating my Swiss chard sprouts. I planted them in here and the weeds came back faster than ever. And the Swiss chard is like, there was a lot in there and I barely see any. So kale, supposed to be kale, and massive amounts of kale. You could see the sprouts from here in that last bed. That one is jam-packed full, and I don't know if I should just like scoop under it and try to get as many scoops out as I can and put them somewhere else, like in this bed where there's nothing. I may try that before it gets too big. I'll show you. This is Button. My dad was like, "Ooh, what's that cat's name? Muffin?" So sometimes we call her Muffin. Look at all those kale sprouts. That's gonna be a massive amount of kale. I feel, yeah, I do need to try and scoop it and move it. Worst case scenario, it thins it out for the rest of it and makes it so the other stuff grows better. Coin Cat, I knew you were inside. Everybody's eating, Coin Cat. You better go out there if you want something. See, that's Steel Cat's sister. Our duck egg situation has now reached critical level. Means I need to do some more baking or, yeah, do some more baking. Or have burgers with fried eggs. It looks like eggs are on the menu for the next few days. Get your head fixed. I don't know if I'm qualified. Hey, Odin. What you doing, Odin? Yeah. I thought so too. I seen you on the camera. I seen you wake up. Can I tell everybody something? Or are you just gonna eat your blanket? Feeding the biggest beastie. Huh? Beastie Odin. We're gonna make mini muffins or cookies today. And somebody decided that on the counter wasn't good enough for the butter. We need to put them in individual jelly jars.
Slipper.
Who did that, Hazel? The girl who's playing with the jackfruit seeds? Do you want to help me say the sign off?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't conform, people. Be transformed. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, that's not how we blow kisses.